Welcome Tamers, I'm Jack, also known as Jack Attacks. I currently have a giveaway on my channel going on for a sealed box of Battle of Omni. Make sure to check out the link in the description below to find out how to enter. Do you like to build stacks? Do you like the Agumon Digivolution line? Do you like checking multiple security? Well, if you do, I have the deck for you. Today we will be talking about Shoutmon DX. Let's get into the video. The Shoutmon DX deck is filled to the brim with new BT5 cards, so let's take a look at them. There's the Agumon from BT5, and it has an on-play ability that allows you to reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, and you may add one Digimon with Greymon in its name and one Digimon with Omnimon in its name to your hand. There are 19 targets in this deck, meaning you should hit a card a large percentage of the time. We get another searcher with Shoutmon, with an on-play ability that you reveal the top 5 cards of your deck, and add one Digimon with Shoutmon and one Digimon with Blitz to your hand. It also has an inheritable with on your turn. While this Digimon has Blitz, it gets 2000 DP. There are 17 targets for Shoutmon in this deck, which means a large percentage of the time you should at least hit one card. Then we have the new BT5 Greymon with a when Digivolving if this has Agumon in its Digivolution cards, gain 1 memory. This deck has 8 rookies that meet this requirement out of the 13. It also has an inheritable that states, on your turn, while this Digimon has Omnimon or Greymon in its name, it gets 2000 DP. We finally get the much awaited blocker for red, Monochromon. This Digimon has the standard 6 play cost, 1 Digivolution cost, 5k DP stat, as well as blocker, and when you attack you lose 2 memory. Then there is Omni Shoutmon. This card is interesting for sure. This card can Digivolve on top of a Shoutmon in the play area for 4 memory. This means you go straight from a level 3 Digimon to a level 5 Digimon. This can lead to some very interesting play lines. Then it also has an inheritable on your turn. While this Digimon has Blitz, it gains security attack +1. Next up we have Metal Greymon, Alterous Mode. Another interesting card. This Digimon has a when Digivolving ability. If a Digimon card in your Digivolution stack has Metal Greymon in its name, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4k DP or less. This card has 2 different Digivolution requirements it can use. You can Digivolve on a level 4 red Digimon for 3 memory, which is pretty standard. Then you may also Digivolve this on top of a level 5 red Digimon by paying 1 memory, which is the only way we will be able to use his Digivolving skill. So for 1 memory, it basically acts as an option card that can destroy a Digimon with 4k DP or less. There is also an inheritable that states on your turn, while this Digimon has Omnimon or Greymon in its name, it gets 2000 DP. Z Greymon is our first level 6 Digimon with when Digivolving Blitz, basically stating if you were to pass memory to your opponent's side, this Digimon can still attack. As well, it has an inheritable with on your turn, when this Digimon attacks. With Blitz, it can also attack an opponent's unsuspended Digimon. This allows some interesting lines where we can control the board. Then there is the namesake of the deck, Shoutmon DX. Shoutmon DX has when Digivolving Blitz. As well, you may place 1 red Digimon card from your hand at the top of this Digimon's Digivolution stack. Then for each Omni Shoutmon or Z Greymon in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 5000 DP or less. Shoutmon DX has 2 different Digivolution costs, with one requiring a level 5 red Digimon and paying 4 memory, and one requiring a level 6 red Digimon and paying 2 memory. This gives us interesting play lines as well as interesting decisions to make throughout the game. Next up we have Omnimon from BT5, and this card is insane. Omnimon has the when Digivolving ability Blitz, as well as unsuspend this Digimon. And in all turns ability, if your opponent's effect would delete this Digimon or return it to its owner's hand or deck, you may prevent it from leaving play by trashing a level 6 Digimon card in its Digivolution cards. This ability is even better in this deck due to Shoutmon DX's ability being able to add a Digimon to your Digivolution stack. If you add another level 6 Digimon, you will be able to use this ability twice. Next up we have the e-girl that is ruining everyone's life, and that's Nokia Shirami. This tamer has an on-play ability allowing us to play Agumon from our hand without paying its cost. This card must be named exactly Agumon, and does not put into play cards that contain the name Agumon, like Agumon Expert. Then she has her main ability, when Digivolving into a Digimon card that contains the name Greymon or Omnimon, you may suspend this tamer to reduce the cost by 1. This works with Greymon, Metal Greymon, Alterous Mode, Z Greymon, and Omnimon. For the non-BT5 cards, we have a single copy of Agumon Expert, which on play allows us to return 1 Digimon with Agumon in its name from your trash to your hand. Then we have the red starter deck Agumon with inheritable that gives us Digimon plus 1k DP. Next we have Greymon from the starter deck with the inheritable of security attack plus 1. We also have a single copy of the BT3 Metal Greymon with piercing, and when Digivolve, returning one level 7 Digimon with Virus and its attributes from your trash to your hand. This ability is irrelevant in this deck as there are no targets. We are simply playing this Digimon for its name to help turn on Metal Greymon Alterous modes when Digivolving ability. Last up we have Gaia Force, and this option card is just powerful. For 8 memory, you can destroy any Digimon in play for the most part. That wraps it up for the cards in this deck. You may ask, how do we play this deck? And it's going to change game by game. But speaking in general, we want to Digivolve up our stack in the raising area to keep our stack protected and raise when we are ready to go off. The dream is to check several security cards in one turn by Digivolving into Shoutmon DX and still having enough energy left to Digivolve into Omnimon and attack with Blitz again, checking multiple security cards again. The deck has a few other options you may want to look at, and one may be a memory setter tamer such as Taikamiya or Marcus Damon. Either one would be fine includes and have their own upside. With this being said, take the list, test it, and tweak it to what you think works best. This is a great core to start with. Guys and gals, don't forget I have a giveaway for a box of Battle of Omni going on. Make sure to check out the link in the description below to find out how to enter. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. With all that being said, I'm kinda done here and I gotta go. Bye.